All right, continuing my Don Bluth mini marathon thingy. We have An American Tail. Yes, this is the double feature, but they really put the first one on there. So, a lot of people will go out on a limb to say this is one of Don Bluth's best film, probably one of the best animated films out there, and I agree. It is one of Don Bluth's best films. Animated films, sure. The thing is, growing up, I found myself watching 5 Goes West more than this one. More so because the version that I grew up with at my grandma's house was one she tried to transfer. We take the two VCRs, put one in there, transfer the other, and there was a copyright thing on it, so it was the visuals would go in and out, and they could wibbly wobbly, so it wasn't the best version, so I didn't watch it all the time. However, we had an actual VHS copy of 5 Goes West, and that version looked perfect. So, yeah, which one would I rather watch? One that's all wibbly wobbly, or one that I can actually see what's going on? But more than that, other than that, I should say, this film, to me, never really sat with me for some reason. Like, I never really, even when I got this DVD, I immediately popped it to 5 Goes West. Never cared to rewatch the first one. I'm like, American Tail, 5 Goes West. Tail. Double feature. Is that 5 Goes West? Alright. If it was just the first one, I probably wouldn't have bought it. I'm glad I have it. And then when I got 5 Goes West on Blu-ray, I did not get rid of this because I technically still have both. A negative, it's my nitpick. It's a nitpick because it's me. It's my kind of thing. It's full screen. So you get the little box thingy. This is in full screen. It's the standard definition. It's not. Trying to see. I'm assuming the other one is. Look at the disc. Quickly here. Come on. Okay, so. See, it says. Let's see. Full frame, American Tail. Other side. Doesn't say anything about other side. But I'm assuming it's also in full frame. So let me get to the reasons why I prefer the other one over this one. Because I'm going to defend that movie as the better film when I get to it. Which won't be after this. Believe it or not, I'm doing it. I'm trying to get that wasn't directed or done by Don Bluth, and you can tell. But yeah, so my biggest problem with this film is that the filmmakers decided the biggest quest for Fievel had to be to find his parents, and so they decided that has to take the length, almost the entire film length, for him to do. In 5 Goes West, he finds him within a half hour. Compare this to Land Before Time. They are searching for their families, right? That movie's an hour long. This is an hour and a half almost. An hour and 21 minutes. And they do the annoying thing where they do the thing. It's very annoying. Where you have Fievel doing one thing, his parents do another, and they just cross paths, but they don't see each other. And it happens 2 or 3, 4 times. Maybe 2 or 3 times in this film, and it's kind of just happening, and they miss each other, and it's just like, ugh. Specifically, there's also a bunch of filler in this. Like, so, at a point, let me a half hour into the film. So the story, I should tell the story first here. Henri, okay. You want to tell the story, but you're just talking about halfway through the film. Fievel and his family, the Moscovitzes, live in Russia, Minsk, and they're going to go to America because apparently there are no cats in America. And they sing a song about it too. There are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese. Yes, that's in the song. So, yes. And Fievel gets, on the way there, Fievel gets separated from his family, of course. And so about a half hour in, I think, he meets Henri. Voiced by not Maurice Chevalier, as I always thought, but Christopher Plummer. In fact, Maurice Chevalier was dead when this film was made, so it couldn't have been him, but I always thought it was because of the French accent. But it's Christopher Plummer who provides the voice of Henri. And he's building a statue, which I'll go ahead and reveal. At the end of the film ends up being the Statue of Liberty, which I call bullshit, because no bird can build the Statue of Liberty, so I don't know, but he sings this song, never say never, whatever you do. Never say never, my friend. And he tells Fievel, go to immigration. Everyone goes through immigration. And so you will find your family there. And so they go to immigration and they don't find his family. And then he gets tied up with these two other mouses, Tony and Bridget, which are pretty cool characters. And then they end up going to this other mouse, Chairman Mouse. No, that's the rescuers. I don't know, some other mouse. They're supposed to help them. And then it becomes a plot. I'm trying to take down the cats because there are cats in America. They were lied to by Warren T. Cat, being Warren T. Rat. Whatever, but Warren T. Cat lied to them. They get more mice there, I guess. And so now it becomes a plot that they want to take down the cats. And then we get the obligatory scene where now we have filler because we have this mouse who talks like this with the W's very prevalent in her language. We will have a wowie. And it's more filler for the sake of filling up. Especially when you get to the point where Fievel is there and he's trying to talk to the lady, but he's too short so you can't see him. But then you have Tanya on Papa's, that's his sister, by the way, that's Fievel's sister, on top of Papa's head, and she can't see because there's a big fat mouse lady in front of her. And oh, wacky antics, because they're right there, they don't know what to. We have an exciting third act, though, where they have this mouse, this giant mouse thingy, the giant mouse of Minsk or something like that, that they create as their secret weapon to help take down the cats, which they do, and the cats go to Hong Kong. But I did find an animation error, as when they show all the cats on this thing going on the boat for Hong Kong, being raised up, Tiger, who was voiced by Dom DeLuise, by the way, is on there. The animated tiger being on this thing to then show him being with the rest of them later when they rescue Fievel. So, animation mistake. Yes, there is Tiger. And if you don't believe that they added filler, there's a whole song and dance routine with Tiger and Fievel about how they can be friends even though they are a cat and a mouse. And just watch Tom and Jerry. Half the time they're friends, half the time they're not, but come on. You don't need to do a song and dance about it, it's more filler. There are a couple of good songs. No Cats in America, that's a good one, Never Say Never. But by far, the one that people talk about, and I don't understand why it's such beloved, is Somewhere Out There. Now, the big problem with this song is, so they got a singing double for Tanya Moskovitz, right? Because her voice actress couldn't sing. But then they decided to let Philip Glasser, who does the voice of Fievel Moskovitz, sing the song. And he is terrible. Something like this. Somewhere you want to hear that for 3 minutes? I don't think so. And it's not like you can have the musical accompaniment overshadow them. No, it's very low and they're very loud. And I don't understand the love for this song. It is annoying as fuck, man. It is annoying. So I prefer No Cats in America or Never Say Never Again. But yeah, and like I said, Tiger is voiced by Dom DeLuise, who was a frequent collaborator with Don Bluth. He was in this. All Dogs Go to Heaven. I think he was the troll in Central Park. You know. So my childhood was Dom DeLuise. He was also on that Charlie Horse's Mr. Pizza show, which was a spin-off itself of the Lamb Chop show or whatever with the shirt. And that's on and it's the spin-off. He was like a chef or something. I grew up with Dom DeLuise. May he rest in peace. But yes. Like I said, the third act, though, is pretty cool. You get the mouse. The animation is really good. But then it becomes about rescuing Fievel from a fire that just starts out of nowhere. Like, you see flammable liquid that just bursts into flame for no reason and starts heading towards Fievel. And it's like, we didn't even see a spark. If there was a spark, I didn't see it. It just, fire, we have to have a reason for them to save Fievel. A fire. And so there's a fire happens. And so now you think the race is on to save Fievel, but no, we gotta have a confusion because Tony is calling for Millie Moskovitz and not Fievel, and Tanya believes it's Fievel, but Papa says no. So he goes there and he goes, oh, tell my daughter you are calling for Millie Moskovitz and not Fievel. And he's like, I am calling for Millie Moskovitz, but also Fievel. But Fievel? And then the mom shows up out of nowhere, even though she wasn't with them when they ran there. And there's no baby here. So was the baby not born till after this? I always thought the baby was a part of this. But I guess not. Must be only in the second one, which I've never seen the other two. There are 4 movies altogether. And chronologically, Fievel Goes West is the last one, with the other 2, Monster of Manhattan and the Treasure of Manhattan Island or something like that, taking place before Fievel Goes West. And then there's a TV series which takes place after Fievel Goes West. Continuity problems, maybe? Continuity all over the place. I've never seen the other 2, but I know about them. But they do rescue Fievel, of course, and then Tiger is there, and they just accept that a cat can be good, and yeah. And then they're flying with Henri and the other birds. And I do like how there's like 4 birds carrying Tiger as they're flying by the Statue of Liberty. But they go too far by insinuating a bird can make the Statue of Liberty, and then the Statue of Liberty winks at them, which is wow. And then the movie ends. It's fine. I like it just fine. I think it's a decently made film. It's up there with animated films, but I do prefer the second one just because that arguably there's more going on in that film. Yes, you can say there's also filler, but I do like. There are more songs I like. Well, Girl Left Behind. They do a reprise of Somewhere Out There, which I do like the part where they throw tomatoes at Tanya, but Way Out West, do. I don't know. I always enjoy the second one better, but this is still decent. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's a decent film. Like I said, I like the second one better, but it's decent. Probably better, as it were, just for reference. The other ones I'm trying to do, are Rockapella, All Dogs Go to Heaven, both which I've seen, and The Secret of NIMH, which I've never seen before. I know, start the hate mail. You never seen The Secret of NIMH? No. But I'm going to rectify that. And you're saying, well, I thought you were going to review movies that you grew up with. Yes, but I can pass this off by saying it's Don Bluth. I grew up with Don Bluth, whether it was these films, even some of the Disney ones that he did, like Fox and the Hound or Robin Hood, which I know were done by him because of the distinct animation. I grew up with Don Bluth. So I should do a top 10 favorite Don Bluth films. Which this will probably be in there, but low. But anyway, make sure to let me know your thoughts on the first American Tail in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty. We'll see ya.